All right, I'll start. Thank you so much, and I like the fact that it's what you've put in place is very nimble and quick, and the response time must make a lot of difference to people's lives, that you actually get there quicker. I wanted to ask you about, and it was in the written presentation as well, the cost of operating the rescue vehicle. So you've saved, there's been a reduction in cost for the vehicle itself and a reduction for the employees, but fuel and maintenance seem to be higher per unit. Could you comment on that, please?
Yeah, we depend on Hull Metro equipment and Locus. We use these are made. One of them is made in Germany and the other in Holland. We have here Colonel Khalid Al-Hamadi also and Major Marwan Al-Kabi if they have any additional answers.
Good morning, ma'am. This is Marwan Al-Kabi. I will
Morning.
speak on behalf of Colonel Khalid. Regarding the operation cost between the two vehicles, because we relied more these days on the lighter one or the small unit, the operation cost has been reduced in the heavier one. Did you get it?
Unless I'm reading the wrong thing, so please, I'm happy to be corrected. It looks like the fuel cost looks like 2.5 AED and
Yes.
then 17, but then 17 for the smaller one, and then the maintenance cost is 7 versus 18.
Yes, because of that, because of the maintenance cost of the heavy vehicle is much expensive than the smaller one or the lighter one. We stopped using it.
Yeah, we're using the lighter vehicles more. That's why the maintenance costs more, tire and keeping it running.
And so did you take all your team, your people, and who were they were on this many heavier vehicles? Have you then spread the team across the same number of more smaller ones? So you've still got the same number of people?
Yeah. We dispatched the light vehicles all across Dubai, but the heavy vehicles are stationed here. They are not operational on the stationing points around Dubai. So in case of big disasters or incidents, we dispatch them. That's rare, but on a daily basis, we use the lighter vehicles. That's why we keep it on maintenance.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Sultan, thank you so much for the presentation. That makes sense, actually, that you're using the vehicles a lot more, so there's going to be more maintenance costs and fuel costs. Yeah. I'm just wondering, by moving to the lighter vehicle, have you lost any functionality? Are there times when the lighter vehicles have gone out, it's like there's something missing that might have, a small item or function, in which case you've maybe got to send out the heavier vehicle? No,
we didn't lose any functionality, because when we get the report from the operations room, say, for example, a collapsed building, of course, in that case, we need a heavy vehicle. So it gets dispatched right away from the main station.
Okay, thank you. And
yeah, just one more there, Robin, if that's okay. I just noticed in the KPIs, the average response time is that 2018 dropped, and then since 2019, it's slowly creeping up.
It stays around 6 minutes, and we are aiming to go less than that. But the city keeps expanding, the urbanization, and tourists are increasing year by year.
Coming back, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, a great presentation. I just have a question about search and rescue. Search and rescue has got a lot of metrics. Am I right? They've got motivation, reduced stress. They've got emergency outcome, emissions, effectiveness, sustainability, questions like that. So in terms of, so you have mentioned these things, but It's very interesting. The only metric that you've given is a 6.74 minutes, right? So from that point of view, from an SAR point of view, how have you how do you compare yourself with others? Are you, as a unit, better in performing a search and rescue? Are the patients and so forth, and all these metrics which I've mentioned, you know, has it improved? Yeah.
Look, the most important thing in search and rescue accidents is the response time. The faster you're there, the better the chance you're saving lives. So that's the main KPI, is the response time. You know, first responder needs to be there to save life. That's the target. So we're aiming for that. And we're using the highest and best quality equipment there on the market.
How many search and rescues do you get per year on average?
How many search what?
Search and rescue, how many times do you respond in a year? How many incidences?
It's like thousands, but
Thousands, wow.
yeah, but mostly like 90% are car extrications. I mean, collapsed buildings don't happen every day. Fires, we are just a support for the civil defense here. So mainly our job is car extrications.
Right, okay.
Getting the drivers and injured passengers outside of the vehicle and handing them over to the ambulance.
Okay, thank you.
I think this was a question Alan was alluding to, is that just having response time, maybe there should be other supplementary performance measures as well, because you need to arrive there, you need to extract the passenger from the car, and then make sure that the ambulance is there. So there could be other measures around that too. For instance, is there a delay for the ambulance to arriving? Do you have the right cutting material to quickly get the passenger out? Are you just measuring response time when you arrive at the vehicle? You know, so it's trying and have a broader understanding of what other measures you may have.
We don't have actually other measures, but from the time the report arrives, that's when we measure the time until the vehicle is at the scene. And the ambulance, another corporation, they have their own KPIs. They do around 10 to 12 minutes to reach the incident. But don't forget that the ambulance not only focus on road accidents, they have other patients, other cases they have to deal with. And they have more than our stations, like maybe 90 or 100 around Dubai. I'm not sure about the right number.
But my question is, you could arrive there and just not that they will do this, but your response team could just stand there for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, do nothing. But because the only measure you're using to be important to you is your time of arrival. But so shouldn't there be, you're not thought of measuring the time to extract?
Yeah, that's measured from the operations room, because they have cameras. They have the vehicle cameras on top of the vehicle. They have the body cams. They have the road cams, and in some big accidents, they deploy the drones. So they measure the incident till it's finished. How efficient was it? That's measured by the operations room.
Mr. Robin, if I can,
Yes.
if I may, regarding your questions also, our team or our colleagues has been trained not only in rescue operations, in addition to the first aid healthcare system. Did you get it? So they can handle the patient till the medics arrive to the scene. For example, if there is a stuck person inside the car and they need someone, so who will deploy the first aid?
Okay.
Sure, it's gonna be us. Did you get it?
Yes.
They are trained and trained and registered and licensed, such a thing. All our staff has been trained under the highest standard of procedure and rescue.
Yes. And so how do you compare with other rescue forces around the world? Because you say you run the UAE Rescue Challenge as well.
Yeah,
So that helps.
yeah. This is helping us because we are already registered with World Rescue Organization. Starting from next year, we will be part of their challenges.
Okay. Okay. So how does a challenge, is it an actual competition? You're competing against other
with international
teams?
yes, with international rescue teams.
Okay. Okay.